Hi folks, Lee here and a warm welcome back to the channel. So another day out in the Waverley today coming up. I'm just hoping and praying that it isn't as bad as it was yesterday. As you can see, I'm not really taking any chances. I've got this kind of puffy sort of waterproof jacket on. Today's video is going to be the same as yesterday's video, or at least a bit more like what I tried to make yesterday, which is there's going to be a mix of Waverley content, but also we're stopping off at Rothesay today. So that's the cruise. We're Largs to Rothesay and back. So I'll have a good amount of footage of like Waverley stuff, but at the same time there is going to be a bit of kind of going around Rothesay and stuff like that sprinkled in there as well. I'll put timestamps to everything so that, you know, for the people who are really just interested in the boat stuff, you guys can watch that. And obviously I'll have timestamps as well for the kind of more like vloggy bits, the bits that, you know, are basically just me talking to the camera. So yeah, as I says, hopefully it isn't as bad as it was yesterday. It's still pretty gloomy, but hopefully it just doesn't rain quite as much. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, let's go.
summer. Really, really. It was a riot. So the woman was like, how much is that? And she was saying, other properties are still going. Still, I just thought that was funny. That's for the boat. It's for the boat.
We're going to take from the dog. You're a tenner.
You're a tenner, I think that's like five.
Yeah, different colour plans have been blue plans.
Alright.
So that's us in Rothesay. Got much better weather today than we did in Dunoon yesterday. So yeah, I mean, it's, as I said, it's still a little bit cloudy, a little bit gloomy, so that could change, but so far so good. It was a little bit rainy when we set off from Largs, but thankfully that seems to have cleared up a little bit. So yeah, let's go and see what we can see. I've been in Rothesay a couple of times before. I've been in Dunoon once before as well, but yeah, it should be pretty interesting. So yeah, let's go. So the Waverley's due back at about 5 o'clock or so. I think it might be like 5:15 or something. But should probably check that. But yeah, so gives us a little bit less time than we had in Dunoon. But yeah, so my plan is I'm going to go around just now and just see some of the sights and see what we can see, and then I'll go and get something to eat. And again, as I said, you know, I'm not like a food reviewer or anything, but I always like to try and get something, you know, from a place that, you know, I've went to basically just see how it is, you know. So yeah, should be good. So walked a little bit from where we left off, and as you can probably hear and see, it's beginning to rain a little bit again. Got one of the, I think it's an RFA vessel just over there. But yeah, do you know what I was originally going to do? Like, I went through a phase like a few years ago where I done a lot of, you know, geocaching. If you don't know what geocaching is, I'll put a little link to it in the description, or you can just look it up, of course. But it's basically this thing where people leave containers, like basically like anywhere outside really, and they'll mark like the GPS location of them, and basically the idea is other people will go and find them, and they'll, man, that water's coming in quite. Oh, it's all of a sudden just started becoming a little bit choppy at the shore. But yeah, so you get
It might be the wake for that big boat actually. It's just hitting us now. But like, yeah, so I was originally going to go and find one of them that I found ages ago, because I actually came here once to do some of that. But I don't think it's there anymore for what I can see in the app. So yeah, it would have been nice. There's quite a good view from the place that, you know, I got it, but at the end of the day, like, it'd probably take ages and I'd probably be out of breath by the time I got up there. Because if there's one thing that's locked, that, I mean, can I really blame lockdown? Nah, I've just kind of been out of shape most of my life, really. But yeah, I definitely need to, like, probably like work on my exercise, because, you know, even carrying like the bag and stuff around with me has been a bit crazy. Although then again, I did get absolutely soaked yesterday, so everything was heavier. But yeah, this is probably about as far as I'm going to go. Because again, there's not really much further up. It's really all kind of in the one kind of small area. So yeah, I'm just going to walk back the way I came. So yeah, I'm probably going to go and get something to eat now, to be honest. You seen Rothesay Castle earlier? That was pretty cool, but they're not letting anyone in just now because first there was lockdown, and then there was a sign saying something about, you know, they didn't know if it was safe for people to go in at the moment, so I guess they're probably working on that. But yeah, pretty cool. Again, it's still a bit gloomy, which isn't the best. But yeah, I'm going to go and get something to eat now. Gonna try somewhere. I like trying somewhere that's kind of local when I'm in these places, which is difficult for me because I am like quite a fussy eater. I've been trying to break out of that lately, like, and by lately I mean the past couple of years, with some success. But yeah, when I come to one of these places, you know, I find that a lot of these places, you know, they're all about kind of like local business and that, which is really the way it should be. But again, as I said, it's kind of hard for a person like me because, you know, you go to McDonald's or something, like, you kind of know the quality you're going to get. It's going to be like consistently okay. I've had that theory for a while, but that's probably why a lot of people go to those places. Whereas, you know, you go somewhere else, it could be amazing. It usually is better. But it's just a matter of kind of, you know, you get that odd time you go somewhere and something's, you know, not so good. But I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, let's go and find something to eat. I just got this hot dog from the 3-in-1 takeaway here in Rothesay, and it's probably not exactly the kind of variety that I need in my food to say that I'm actually trying to like have a more varied kind of palate, but it does look pretty good, I have to admit. So yeah, let's get into it. So it's absolutely pouring down once again. So I had the hot dog, which was absolutely top quality, really good. So thanks to 3-in-1 for that. They're actually just over there. So yeah, we're hiding in this little bit just now. And I mean, to be honest, like, as I was saying before, I like to try out things that are kind of local, and I suppose I suppose a hot dog wasn't like the idea I had in mind when it came to like trying something local. Get a wasp or a hoverfly or something chasing me there. And I mean, yeah, so I don't know where I'm going here. But yeah, so like I'm still a little bit kind of queasy about the notion of like going into a restaurant and sitting by myself and recording my food and talking about my food, like literally just talking to myself, you know, on a phone, you know. So I would have went somewhere, you know, somewhere different and actually tried something new that I've maybe never tried before, but for the time being, I don't think I'm quite confident enough to do that just yet. Maybe in a future video. So for this one, I just wanted to get something to take away, you know, and you know, felt like a hot dog. so yeah, that's that basically. But yeah, it was really good. I would definitely recommend that if anyone's looking to, you know, catch a quick kind of takeaway bite to eat over here in Rothesay. So yeah, we've got about probably just over an hour before we're going to be seeing the Waverley coming back in. So I mean, there's not an awful lot else to see or do. I mean, it's a Sunday, so you know, a lot of the places are kind of closed, you know. And as I said about the castle, like it's not open at all just now. Rain's kind of stopped a little bit, we can probably walk about. But yeah, so not a lot to do really, but take a little walk over here. Can have a look at the view we're getting. So yeah, another day that's not looking the best. I'm probably not doing a good job at advertising the Waverley as a good day out. I mean, it really is a great day out, you know. I mean, I really enjoy coming on the Waverley, so but usually when I'm on the Waverley I would go the full cruise, so you know, I would get on and I would either get off at the destination where the Waverley is going to be sitting for an hour, you know, something like Tyne Brook, or I would just do the full cruise and not get off the boat at all, you know, until we get back to where we came from. But I thought this time, you know, I'd try getting off at a couple of places and doing this kind of little vlog thing, because I do want to do more of this kind of thing, you know. I know I'm not very good at it just yet, but that's more of a kind of like, it's more of a confidence thing really. I'm just not the most confident person when it comes to, you know, even just talking into the camera in general, but especially talking into the camera when, you know, you're around other people and you're by yourself, and it's a bit weird. It's still a little bit weird to me. So thankfully there's not an awful lot of people around just now. There's this nice little kind of fountain behind me, and a little kind of information centre over there. You've got an even kind of bigger information centre over there. But yeah, I mean, nothing's really happening today, because weather's not great and it's a Sunday, so, and I'm only here for a few hours. There's only so much I can do, so there's that. But overall, I know it probably sounds a little bit kind of contrived, but I mean, I have really enjoyed it, you know. Like, I'd be lying if I said I really enjoyed yesterday, because yesterday's weather was just awful. But I feel like today, I mean, it's still quite miserable weather-wise, but it's not as miserable, and I feel like, you know, I've done a better job of actually doing a few things while I'm here, you know. Whereas yesterday I just didn't feel like I got anything done. It was kind of just 4 hours of waiting there, you know, getting absolutely soaked by the rain. get a little speedboat over there. That looks fun. See, it's always these days when you've got the kind of cloudy weather or the foggy weather. It's always when the sea is absolutely like still. You know, you could see your face in that sea if you look down. You know, I've been out in days like that in a boat. You know, even when it's like really misty and you can't see very far. That can be quite interesting. Because like you're obviously, you know, looking out for things when you're, you know, driving a little boat, and sometimes like even things like, you know, a plastic bag floating in the water or something like that can give you a bit of a scare, you know. But yeah, so yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I know, as I says, I mean this was more of a kind of like little kind of experiment than anything else. We've got Rothesay coming up next Sunday, so that should be exciting. Again, that's going to be one of those cruises where it does the full cruise, but we'll be able to get off at Rothesay for a little while and hopefully be able to go around and see some things. It's a kind of historically significant destination for the Waverley, because it's a place that it used to go quite regularly, but it's not been there in a while, so that should be pretty cool. There's some little house sparrows or something, I suppose. That's a really nice little place actually, I like that. Obviously again, not the best day, but it's still pretty nice. So yeah, it's a little experiment. Try to incorporate a little bit more of myself into my, you know, my Waverley content as well. And again, just practice for vlogs. Again, as I said, it is a bit weird doing it myself. But overall, like, I feel like today's went quite well. I'm gonna go back and get shelter again. But anyway, if I don't say anything for the rest of the video, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. So it's about 4:30 now, well actually just a little bit after it, but so I'm pretty much back where I started off. To be honest, it's not like I've ventured very far anyway, but like we're just basically waiting for the Waverley coming in now. The Waverley's due back around 5ish, so we'll probably see it coming from somewhere up that way. I imagine, I could be wrong. Probably will be wrong, but yeah, so it's been a good day, even though the weather's been not so great. Yeah, we're just waiting for it to come back now. At least it, you know, hopefully doesn't start absolutely pouring down when we finally see it. Like, you know, it's still, obviously you can hear it's raining a little bit just now, but it was nothing like, you know, yesterday. You know, for comparison, like, I've got my ticket in my pocket just now, so that was absolutely soaked through yesterday, even though it was in my bag. Actually everything in my bag got soaked, even though everything was shut, so you know, that's how like terrible it was yesterday. So you know, I don't think it's going to be like that today, but I mean some of the clouds over there are actually pretty wild. But yeah, so we're just waiting for the Waverley coming back, so hopefully we'll get some good shots and good footage of it coming in.
Just a sunny day week.
Yeah. So that's me back from Largs. So yeah, that was a really cool day. It was much better than yesterday. Obviously, just the weather yesterday was absolutely miserable, as you'll see from the previous video. The weather still wasn't amazing today, but it wasn't, unbearable. It was pretty mild compared to yesterday anyway, at least. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed myself. I think it went relatively well. And it was good to see Rothesay again. And I'm really looking forward to Ardrishaig next Sunday. So yeah, it'll be exactly next week. So yeah, should be good. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Leave any thoughts in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more vlogs like this, more content like this, please do subscribe. Bye folks.